What is up, everyone? Hope everyone is having a wonderful morning, a great day, depending on what time you're listening. Welcome to my new podcast. It's episode 1 of It's Evil and Blunt with Dre. Real talk, raw thoughts, high as hell. Stay blunt or stay going. What you rolling on? I talk as a host, not a therapist. I try to relate to individual situations, and you can still talk about mental health journeys, but it doesn't have to be the main thing we speak about. So I just want to offer a precautionary measure that this is not therapy or professional advice. We're just two people talking about life. But if you need help, please reach out to a mental health professional. On today's episode of Evil and Blunt Podcast, I am here accompanied by Quentin Wynn. Quentin, go ahead and feel free to introduce yourself.
Yo, what's up, Brody? My name Quentin. You know, I do music on SoundCloud, little Gleek and shit. You already know. But we finna get to it.
All right, so first things first, obviously, with the name of this podcast being Evil and Blunt, we sparking up right now. Let's start off with a few pass the blunt questions so we can kind of get to know you. One of the first things that I figured I'd ask is, obviously, what's one truth about yourself that you're proud of?
Shit, one truth. I ain't gonna lie. It's the making music part, bro. You already know.
Can you please, explain what you mean by that? Like, what is it about the making music that makes you feel, free? Like, what was it that...
Bro, I put my emotion into my music, G. Like, you already know how that go.
You say you put your emotions into your music?
Yes,
do you feel like your music allows you to feel free? Like, when you make your music, do you feel like that, you get to... just truly enjoy what you're doing when you make your music? Or do you feel like sometimes your music can be like a getaway from life?
It can low-key be like anything. So high-key, 1 second I could be doing something chill as hell.
Mm-hmm.
It could be something about relationships, shit that I'm going through. But then next second it can turn into some goofy shit on the low.
I get what you mean. Sometimes you just start with the music and then it just you go with the flow. I completely understand that. So another pass the blunt question I basically was considering asking is, what's something that you wish people understood about you?
Damn, that's low-key a decent question, G. What do I feel like somebody will understand about me? I ain't no goofy nigga. High-key, niggas be thinking shit be sweet when they be talking to me.
I get what you're saying. What can you kind of go a little bit more in depth to that though? Like, what do you mean exactly?
All right, bro, I'm a skinny ass nigga, but don't let the skinniness fool your shit, bro. As we both be saying.
Nah, I get it. You say, hey, it's more to you than your appearance. I understand exactly what you're saying. So, honest, you know what I'm saying? The crowd wants to get to know you a little bit. So, how about this? What would you tell the world if everyone had to listen for 30 seconds?
For 30 seconds, what would I tell them?
Mm-hmm.
They can go check my shit out, bro. That's what y'all need to do. I feel like I'm overly unheard and not understood completely when it comes to certain shit, you know?
Yeah, I get exactly what you mean. That's the whole reason why you probably started making music in the first place, so people can have a better understanding.
But people don't hear my shit though, and if y'all hear it, y'all be like, damn, maybe I might fuck with this little nigga. That shit might be gas.
Okay. I like how you answered those questions. They definitely came off as really real. So, okay then. Let's start off with a few little questions to try to get more of a understanding on the way you think. So, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear the word peace?
Peace, bro. Peace equals passion, my nigga. Oh, good. You finna be chilling.
You said peace equals passion.
Yes, bro. You put your shit. If you on the low and you ain't doing shit, ain't nobody around you, you alone, go throw it into your talents. Real shit. You could.
I completely understand. That's kind of how I came into creating this podcast. I feel like, I already had a YouTube channel, obviously. The whole reason why that this is called the Evil and Blunt Podcast is because I base it off of my YouTube channel, which is Evil Eye Dre on YouTube. Mm-hmm. But basically, I've been doing YouTube for a while, and I feel like I do pretty well. But at the same time, I wanted to do something that could better separate me from other people. I know a lot of people do podcasts. I know a lot of people do YouTube, but I want to do something that feels authentic. You can hear it and you feel like that, I'm just being myself on a mic. I'm not over here trying to live a false image or paint myself a certain way. You know what I'm saying? I want you to feel that this is authentic. So for me personally, I want to make a podcast that's not like the same, not the same type of podcast that you normally hear, but at the same time real enough. You know what I'm saying? That's why obviously we smoke when we do our podcast, because I feel like you get to have the realest conversations when you fry it. I think it's well known universally. Conversations come with ease when you fry it. Like, you don't have to do much.
You ain't really gotta do shit. Just be you, bro. Come as you are type shit.
Exactly. Now, my next question for you.
Yeah.
What does a perfect day look like for you? What does a perfect day look like,
bro,
for Lil Gleek?
I ain't gonna lie to you. It's gonna be funny when I say this shit, real.
What you finna say?
Smoking, bro. Like, smoking be on a daily. Like, I don't know. It don't have to be a first thing waking up and just smoking. It's
like
just
no wake and bake type shit.
I don't know, bro. Wake and bake can be hitting sometimes, though.
A lot of people shit talk waking and baking because they feel like, you should get up, at least get up with a purpose, wash your face, brush your teeth type shit. It be some people, they get up.
Nah, G, I'll get up, take my food, get what I need to get type shit, and then next second, I'm like, alright, let me brush my teeth. Alright, let me roll up.
Yeah,
but it don't matter, bro. You still gonna be eating regardless.
Oh, yeah. I think the thing is, people feel like, and I don't know, me personally, I don't like how there's this stereotype that basically most people who smoke are lazy. I don't know where this comes from, because if anything, when I smoke, I feel like I want to do more stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I want to, hot take, and I know this gonna sound kind of crazy because, like, who the fuck does this, but I low-key feel the need to try to exercise when I'm fried. I don't know what it is.
And you notice that you be lazy, G.
It just I swear to God, I'll be chilling, and then all of a sudden I just pop out some push-ups or start curling my weights or some shit like that, just because, like, I don't know what it is.
Weed be making you feel lazy. That's what it do, bro.
I agree. So personally for me, a perfect day would be like a day where I can just wake up. I'm waking up. I'm in a good mood. Everything is going right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really getting hit with no type of bad news. And I know that can be kind of very rare to see, because in today's society, people constantly coming with bad news. Like, every time you cut on the news, bad news. Every time you look on your phone, you're getting a notification about some bad news. You know what I'm saying? So it can be really hard to remain positive in a negativity-filled environment nowadays.
Shit,
you feel me? Like, at all times, it's just like, But
something
for me,
always nagging.
Exactly. And then the nagging just adds up over time, and I feel like it's what causes a lot of people to kind of start feeling like they have different types of mental health conditions. Hear me out, but like if you feel like that every single day you wake up, you're just doing the same thing day in and day out, and you're not a person who looks at the bigger picture, you're going to feel like you're not doing shit in life. You're going to feel like you're not doing
shit.
Yeah, and I feel like too many times that we live in a society where it's like everybody wants everything to be done now. You want this idea and this impression where you're constantly keeping up with everybody else, and I feel like that's the problem. The problem with today's society is that everybody wants to be like everyone else. Mm-hmm. There is no individuality, if you ask me. And it's like a lot of times I feel like that if people went their own path at their own pace, they'd better be, I don't know, they just would feel better with the results that they get. Like, I feel like this, right? If you're a person, whether you're a person, you know what I'm saying, in elementary school, making your way to middle school, in middle school, making your way to high school, in high school, making your way to college, I don't feel like that there needs to be this sort of, like, presence to you where it just makes you feel like that if you don't do shit, back to back to back to back to back, that you're a failure of an individual. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went to college, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people will tell you college is for, everybody has a taste for college. I went to college. I was in college for 2 years, basically. I went to community college, and, I felt pretty good about the decisions I made and all of that till, of course, everything came to a halt because of a fucking hate, the downers that we be talking about. Everything doing good, and then here comes some hate shit.
Downers make you come up in the end, though. Like, I just gotta think about it.
I promise you. People don't be understanding that, like, it's gonna, if you can just thrive through negativity, thriving in positivity is going to come naturally. People think that everything is supposed to happen nowadays just immediately.
You gonna fall on the other side. You gotta wait. I see what you're saying. Like I'm imagining like you falling type shit.
Yeah, you
going
just got
into another loop.
You just have to be patient. You know, you can't make a YouTube channel and think you're going to immediately hit 1 million subscribers. You can't start a new sport and think you're going to be fucking all pro at it. You know what I mean?
Bro. And I know exactly what time
exactly, exactly. And I feel like, you know, we just live in an impatient society that pushes false narratives that make people feel like that they're not doing enough. And I feel like, you know, anybody who's listening to this podcast, determining how they want to, you know, make the next move when it comes to their life, don't ever feel like that you're not going fast enough. It's your life. You go at your speed. You don't
exactly.
make
everybody got a pace. Everybody got a whole story, bro.
Exactly.
Y'all shit gonna play out the way that you make it.
Exactly. Your story is gonna unfold at its own pace. Just because you know you might have a friend and they already, you know, into a deeper chapter.
Yeah, doing this shit. They got a car.
Doesn't
they driving
mean that you're not going to get there. You're just going to get there at a certain pace. You just got to, you know what I'm saying? You have to go at your own pace. But, you know, let's go to my next question, right? Mm-hmm. What is your favorite way to clear your mind? I already kind of know what you're probably about to say to this. Know. I already know. So, like, go ahead and say it.
We can mix it up, smoking and making music too, though. Just hear me out on this one, too.
Okay, let's hear it. Let's see what you got to say.
This shit be hitting. I remember making a song. You dead ass off of smoking while being high.
Yeah.
Shit genuinely hit. Best thing I have ever made.
It's crazy because, like, okay, when it comes down to music and when it comes down to, like, gaming, you know, anything that you just use to kind of escape reality
gaming
sometimes.
do help escape reality, and that shit do be hitting me, too.
I promise you, I feel like this is just a given when it comes to being a male. I think, like, it's engraved in our DNA. Yeah. We can go through anything, but one thing that always needs to be by our side is a fucking video game console, or if you're a person who plays PC, your PC. There is no such thing as a guy who's relaxed, in my opinion. It could be somebody out there like that.
Bro, you could be playing a very intense game.
Yeah.
And that shit could make you feel locked the fuck in. You touching the floor, bro.
Exactly. Literally, like, you feel relaxed. You feel calm. You know what I mean? Like, you feel, I don't know. Like, and that's why a lot of times I be annoyed with the way that gaming is nowadays, because they care more about making a game competitive than trying to make the game relaxing. You know, I feel like a lot of people don't realize that it's some people who hop on the game who legitimately just want to chill. Like, I don't mind competition, you know, and I get it. Competition has been like at an all-time high nowadays, even though people always try to find a cheesy exploit to kind of cheese the whole getting good.
That's crazy. That also ties into what we talking about, bro, because each time that you try to compare yourself to somebody else, especially in gaming, bro, it could be anything. Niggas be taking that shit to heart for no reason. That's why you see them hopping on the game, going all crazy and shit,
spazzing, crashing
360s and all this other shit,
breaking the PC and shit. And you know what's crazy about this is the fact that, like, I've never understood the appeal of getting pissed off and breaking my shit. Maybe it's because I'm black and I grew up with a family that would beat my ass if I did some stupid shit like that. You feel me? So you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I just never understood, like, bro, why are you breaking shit that costs hella money just because you mad at a game that you probably finna play right back on whatever new shit you get?
And it's back on that shit.
Come on now, it's a never-ending cycle, and it's just like come on now. Come on now. For me, though, I will admit, when I was a shorty, watching anime used to low-key help me a little bit, too, which is kind of funny because...
What type of animes we talking about?
Okay, so I had to kind of find my own route when it came to anime because I had some friends back when I was, like, in high school who used to be big on anime and big on, like, oh, yeah, Dre, you got to watch this, you got to watch that, you got to watch this. And... you know, one of my friends gave me a list of animes to watch. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I put the anime on. It didn't seem too bad. And then there's always some weird-ass moment where I'm watching TV in the front room and there's some awkward-ass moment where a character is, like, screaming for help, but it's in Japanese, so it's not like they fucking moaning or some shit. And here's my mom, here's my mom and dad. What the fuck is you watching? I'm like, I'm telling you, I'm just watching anime. I ain't know this shit was gonna be like that. But then, for me personally, you know what I'm saying? I like action. You feel me? I want to see people throwing them bitches. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. That's what excites me. You feel
like
me?
Some Black Dynamite type shit. Like,
well, yeah, Black Dynamite is good. You You know, and I'm also gonna say something very typical when people say that they watch anime, but obviously I watch the classics. You know what I'm saying? Your Naruto's, your Bleaches. I watched One Piece a little bit. Obviously, you know my boys Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super.
Yes.
Bruh, I'm telling you right now, and I stand on this when I say it. People hate on Dragon Ball Super, and I guess you could say rightfully so because of how the animation looked in the beginning. But towards the very end, the Tournament of Power, that shit was probably one of the best arcs in Dragon Ball history. And I'm going to stay here and say this as somebody who I've watched Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Z Kai, Dragon Ball Super. I even watched Dragon Ball GT. I mean, a lot of people don't like
all the Dragon Balls.
Bro, I watched everything, bro. I remember when I was, during 2020, when I found out they was coming out with that Broly. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, trust me.
That shit's gonna be heat.
Like, literally. Come on now. All right, but I was feeling like I was starting to get sidetracked a bit. So let's actually ask a few questions real quick, okay? All right, so here's something that I know being fried is going to be like one of them questions where it's like, okay, this is a deep question to ask, right?
Yep.
Do you think people are actually, like, born good and bad? Like, can you be somebody and just be born like you going to be on some fuck shit? Like, just be born out, like...
Nah, bro. Like, I don't...
Do you think that is possible, though?
Probably, bro. I mean, shit.
Because it's like, just think about it, right? Like,
Yeah.
How do we be having certain things in the world? Like, is somebody just waking up one day, you know what, man, I feel
just decide they on some
crazy shit. Yeah,
like,
you feel me? Like, or do people wake up and be on those devious, like, thoughts and shit like that, and be on that weird shit because they go through something? Like, hear me out on this, right?
Yeah.
What if a lot of times the people that are painted as the villain aren't actually fully a villain? They're a person who went through something that changed them, that made them become like that. Like, hear me out, right? Like, we was talking about anime earlier.
Yeah.
You ever notice in certain animes you have some shit like, for example, I mentioned Naruto earlier, right? Niggas get they family killed. You know, niggas see some crazy shit going on. You know what I'm saying?
The Uchiha shit.
You feel me? Like, you know, like, I just feel like certain things just create people. Like, I feel like you could be a person who's not even really, like, emotional like that for real, right? Mm-hmm. And then the wrong shit happened to you, and now you're an over emotional person. You see what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like it's...
Bro, so, like, somebody like fucking went into your life and basically fucked it up, and so you on a trail where you gotta, like,
try to, like, find yourself again type shit, but in the same breath.
So redemption,
you kind of like redemption. That's how it be for some people, I feel like. But how about this? I got a good one for you, right?
Yeah.
What's something that you believe in that most people don't?
What do I believe in? Something more than other people? Shit, it's kind of crazy to think, though.
I know, right? Because you don't know what other people think, what other people, like, think of enough to actually be able to match it up. Well, if I was to answer that question for you, right?
I'm
something
curious.
that I believe in that a lot of people don't. I believe in kind of what I was mentioning earlier. I believe in doing things at your own pace, but also I believe that if you have anybody in the world, but I feel like a lot of people believe this though, but like I feel like if you have anybody in the world, you always have yourself.
Never, at the end of the day, yeah, but
like
you still, as he was saying too in the beginning of this shit, we was talking about basically the cutoff from other people. Don't sit up here and try to compare yourself to anybody.
Exactly.
Everybody has their own ability. Everybody got a different brain, bro. Everybody got
literally
their own path. You've got it.
We're all main characters in our own, like, show.
And
like,
your parents, your parents, your side characters and shit.
Exactly, your siblings and shit. Like, yeah, you know, a lot of times, like, when I lived, like, at my old apartment, I used to just see all the people outside when I'd be sitting in the car, and I'd just see them, and I'm thinking to myself, like,
damn, G, they got a whole different...
Yeah, like, they'll be walking down the street. I used to see some, like, very unusual characters, but they weren't bothering anybody. They were just in their own world. I'll see somebody who fucking strutting down the street like they just cool as fuck, and then I'd see somebody, like, running, jogging and shit. I seen people that just, I don't know. I
who do that, like, on the normal, bro?
Oh,
like,
God,
bro,
I used to see that shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, literally. Okay, so... how about this one, bro? What's a memory you replay a lot when you're high?
Oh shit, bro! I ain't gonna lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it was really like my ex and shit. Like I don't think it had nothing to do with that. But it kind of is a little foggy to me, G. Like I don't even think about it no more.
I mean, well, that's kind of how that type of shit go, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't talked to her in a minute.
I ain't never smoked no weed with her, but it was like the kind of like aftermath. I started smoking weed not too long after that shit.
I mean, shit, hey. Look, your girl was causing you stress, so you went to the ultimate stress reliever. You feel me? I already know, gang.
I know I did that shit and I was like, hold on.
But I feel like personally, for me, like when I'm high and I'm like thinking about shit,
I put my phone down.
Yeah.
Legit, like it's just a natural habit or whatever.
Nigga said habit.
I put that shit. Yeah, that's how you know I'm cooked. But I put that shit down halfway, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, I don't need to check this. None of that, bro. I'm just free. Like I'm floating, G.
Man, for me personally, I always think about like when I don't know, I guess when I just started kind of living on my own for real, for myself, and I kind of stopped like, you know, like living with my peoples and shit, I always think about it, like I just look at like how far I've come since then, since, you know, from living with my peoples to being, I just think about it like being in school, you know what I'm saying, not having no job, having jobs, they weren't like permanent and shit like that, living with my mom and shit, like, man, it was just crazy. Like I remember the first time I moved out, I was just thinking like, man, I basically gotta do what I was doing at my mom's, but now I'm in my own place doing it. It's like, you know, it's just crazy. I went from having to fucking just like simply pay a little ass cable bill to all of a sudden I gotta pay, you know, like fucking shit for my car, fucking shit for the crib. You know, I'm like, oh wow, you know, it was an interesting experience because to me it was what like truly kind of like just showed my independence as an individual for real, because it's like, you know,
then you learn more later on too.
Exactly. But you know what though, that kind of leads me to my next thing, right? So do you think everything happens for a reason?
Yes, hell yeah.
Like honestly, I always be thinking that myself.
Got karma or some shit, or like gotta get
Like,
karma at some point.
Oh my god,
that shit just happens.
And it's crazy because like when shit happens at basically times to show you like, you know, you're underappreciating something that you have, or something that you're going through, or something that, you know what I'm saying, as a part of
so
you.
like spiritual type.
Sometimes I do feel like it gets like that though. I feel like that like a lot of times when someone goes through a certain set of like issues, you're going through those issues because it's trying to test how strong you gonna come from it, test how you gonna,
are you gonna perform right
exactly after. Like, are you gonna fold in the moment and just completely quit, or are you gonna try to find a way to overlook shit? I've definitely felt like that a few times where like when I was having issues with my car, the shit would just be happening at the weirdest times. Like my car tweaking right before I gotta pay rent. Not the other part of the month, but right before I gotta pay rent, my car tweaking. Or you know what I'm saying, like, you know, my car tweaking and it's tweaking at a time where I done just spent hella bread. Exactly. Now I gotta pay. Now I'm like, okay, do I wanna sit up over here and just like get this shit fixed right now? Or do I wanna put it to the side? Damn near every time I always get it fixed right then and there, but it's just like, damn. But honestly, I do believe everything happens for a reason. I feel like that, like, depending on the type of person you are, depending on your mindset with things, it also sometimes I feel like comes down to if you're a person that tells a bunch of lies. I don't know why, but I felt like, because I've just analyzed shit throughout my entire life, where I felt like that if somebody's constantly lying or egregiously presenting something a certain way, trying to like fool other people, those be the people who go through shit. And it's like, sometimes you just gotta kind of look yourself in the mirror and be like, you know, what can I change about myself to better myself?
What makes you better? What am I powerful about?
Exactly. You know, a while ago, and a lot of times I tell people this, and it's kind of funny. I had my one friend who kind of believed me with this. He kind of understood it, but it's like, I didn't truly know that I had, like, I guess what you would like to call like powers until I kind of got a little older. Like, legitimately, obviously, you know, you've heard of people who, oh yeah, they gut get them a feeling and shit like that. But like me, I can like feel stuff. Like if I like I can feel if something is just like off. You know what I mean?
Like something gonna happen. You know.
Like
exactly
I can feel if something gonna happen. I can feel like if something has happened. I can also like sometimes I don't know. It's like I give myself like an 85-15 with this, but I can like predict shit very accurately. Like literally, I don't even have to fully know something, and I can predict it. And damn near, it's
basically see through the bullshit.
Gee, see through. I can see through anything. You could play a movie 2 minutes in. I'm telling you how it's ending. Like I literally know. Like
oh yeah, I know exactly.
I know exactly. Like I'm one of those people. I'm that person. Oh yeah, this is gonna happen. Pissing motherfuckers off and shit. Like bro, let me watch the movie type shit. But okay, let me ask you this, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, so you say you like smoking a lot, right? Mm-hmm. And obviously, how can you smoke without having snacks type shit, right? So my question here for you: what is your go-to snack when you fry?
Oh, low key, bro. Them Reese's.
Which ones?
I'm talking about like the cups, the Reese's peanut butter cups.
No, I'm saying yeah. What flavor?
Just the
regular.
Yeah, just plain regular, but like the flat. They gotta be the flat ones.
I know what you're talking about.
And the flat pack.
Oh, the regular packs,
yes,
basically.
bro.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, you ever had the white chocolate ones?
White chocolate. I had them before, but I also had a different one with like actual cream inside of it.
Oh hell no! Weird. Oh no! I would not have ate no Reese cup with that shit. Fuck out of here! Shit, I couldn't see myself doing that.
That shit slam, bro.
No, I ain't gonna lie though. Reese cups do hit. For me, it depends. Cause during COVID, I had this one snack that I loved, bro. It was like these Trolleys cubes. They had like this like juice.
Oh, it was the sour ones?
Yes, bro. That shit was so fucking good. And then they just randomly took it off the shelves. No reason.
I know where to get some, bro.
Bro, I love that.
Got them around.
Bro, that was my favorite snack, bro. I was mad as hell because the gas station I was getting them from stopped selling them. I stopped seeing them in gas stations. I'm like, bro, that snack carried me through COVID. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, like legitimately, bro. Okay. I would like to ask.
Yeah.
Okay, so which cartoon character do you think, if you had the opportunity to sit down and be fried with a cartoon character, who would that person be?
Let me get Goofy, bro.
Goofy?
Yeah, this nigga.
Bro,
get my nigga
Goofy, what the fuck?
Get fried with Goofy. Oh, God. That shit would be funny as hell.
Oh, hell no.
Nigga finna start chuckling all types of way, bro. Next second you know, you finna be laughing too.
Now you know that. Now you know when I say cartoon characters, though. I know, I respect your pick, but I just want to let you know, I'm saying, like, any cartoon character. It don't have to just be like
one of the people from, what is it? Winnie the Pooh, G. Like, which person
nigga,
would
Winnie
you choose?
the Pooh?
No, just thinking this. Which people out of Winnie the Pooh would you choose to smoke with? Just think Tigger, bro.
I'm dead, because in my mind, I did think Tigger. That was the first one I thought of. That is kind of funny. That's okay. Okay, I see what you're saying. But me, I would say if I could smoke with any cartoon character, give me, let me see. I mean, to be honest, I don't know why, but for some reason, I keep thinking of like a funny, like I'm thinking of an adult cartoon. Okay. And like, I keep thinking of Peter from Family Guy. Like, just picture smoking with that nigga just start fun dumb as hell.
I'm just saying.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying with Goofy. Nigga be chuckling some type of way. So
I see what you saying. That shit would be crazy. Nah, but like, okay, that's a good one. Cause no, I got a better one, bro.
Who?
Give me Bugs Bunny. Smoking with Bugs Bunny would have to be hilarious. Think about all the shit that he could do on the regular when he just be trolling people. Just imagine what he would be doing if he was fried, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Tell him to get you something real quick, bro. We'll do it for you.
Bro, draw a picture.
Give me a few carrots?
Exactly. Like, bro, that shit is funny. Oh, hell no. That shit is crazy. Okay. So, what's something that you feel like you've learned the hard way?
The hard way?
Yeah.
Shit. Pissing off people, bro. Like, not all the time do I have beef with others.
Yeah.
But it be like a situation sometimes that I ain't be trying to deal with, like, you know.
What you like? What do you mean by that?
Like, I'm not trying to put myself in certain situations, but like sometimes I don't know. I'm a chilling individual. You know how.
Yeah, I know how it is, bro.
But it feel like all the time I'm not always finna be certain with others. I don't know.
I think I get what you're saying. I understand.
Like, keep your peace with certain people. But people be just coming into your life trying to bother you for no reason, and you gotta deal with that shit on a regular. Like, I don't know, you feel like I don't know, like, getting inside of my head right now from certain shit that I already been through.
Yeah.
And with the whole depersonalization, derealization shit. Gang. That shit just bring you down, like, high key. Like, you can't find a way out of that for a little bit.
Like you say, it sinks you. Pretty much gives you like it's like an emotional anchor attached to you most times, for real. I understand exactly what you mean. I kind of feel like something that I've learned the hard way is that you can never second guess anyone in life, in like family, life, friends, where you work at. You know what I'm saying? Anything. You can never second guess anybody, because you could think that, like, you know, stuff is going perfect, everything is going as good as possible, and still end up in a situation where, you know, something catches you off guard, or you learn more about an individual. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like in today's society, people like to put up a facade for who they really are a lot of times.
Oh yeah, like a front type.
Yeah, put up a front type shit. Like, try to act like that they a certain way to try to impress others, or try to just maintain a certain image that is hard for them to keep. And I think a lot of times when people realize that image is hard to keep up, that's when they shut down, kind of, and they like, fuck, okay, what do I have to do now?
Bro,
like, who can I be? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, bro. And
like,
that's basically like talking about straight masking. So, like, who do I want to be? Like, kind of like identity within yourself. You don't know who the fuck you is, right?
Yeah, exactly. What's one thing that you wish you could tell your younger self?
Yeah. Keep going, bro. Because I actually never... You know how they would have you doing them, like, school assignments, and then they're like, all right, bro, we want you to do this shit. Tell yourself how you was, like, right now. What would you tell yourself right now if you can go back and talk to your younger self? And they be having them papers. I ain't never wrote one of those. And I was like, gee, genuinely, just keep going, because life don't stop for nobody, bro. Even if you fucked up at one point and already went through that fucked up stage, and you went through the same thing as well, bro, at one point. But when I'm talking fucked up stage, I'm talking the full everything, depersonalization, all that put down on you, like, just straight slammed.
I get exactly what you mean. So, me personally, if I could go back in time, I would just tell my younger self, basically, to, you know, not really feel like you gotta try to do shit to, like, I don't know, to just, like, match a certain image. I remember when I was younger, I'm gonna explain. So, when I was younger, I remember my mom and shit, she would do the best she could. My pops would too. They would like give me clothes and shit like that, obviously. And as I was getting older, you know, he was trying to keep up with my wardrobe and shit, right? I was one of them niggas that was rocking Rockaway my freshman year of high school and shit, bro. So I think you already know where I'm finna go with this. I got my ass fried. And it's crazy because obviously, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was able to change my wardrobe and I dress a lot better now. But younger me and shit at the time, I used to feel like I used to feel some type of way. I used to low-key feel embarrassed and shit.
I gotta try to stunt some shit.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I was never one of them people who felt like that I really cared about the next person's opinion. But I was also one of those people who wanted to avoid being fried and shit. You know, you ever seen somebody getting fried, talked about, and it's like, they start off like, come on, man, you ain't even have to do all of that. And then a motherfucker start getting roasted so badly, you kind of crackle at it like hold on, that shit was kind of funny, G. Like, hold on, you feel, G. I'd have been around so much out my entire life where, like, when I was a kid, basically from kindergarten to third grade, like, I remember when I was in third grade, gifted as a shorty, right? And like the shit that I would just see like at lunchtime was just insane, bruh. And then like, I don't know, growing up, I used to see so much weird shit. Like, I never understood when I was in high school the appeal of motherfucker slapboxing in the bathroom, G.
Shit dumb as hell.
It was always dumb, but it was funny. It's just like, bro, slapboxing.
Niggas get spanked in the bathroom, bro. Just think about that.
Hey, the fuck, yo. Hey, the fuck, yo.
That's literally what it is.
But talk about spank, gang. Oh, hell no.
Yes, bro. They
nigga, this motherfucker's getting smacked.
Nah, more than smack. They spanking the fuck out your face with a hand.
Bruh,
G,
I'm
you're
fucking
spanking
dead,
each other in
bro.
the bathroom, gay as hell, nigga.
That is no.
Nasty as hell.
Oh,
Somebody come
no,
out the
bro.
bathroom stall, you start slap boxing. Who the fuck?
No, yeah, I ain't never. My thing is the reason why I never understood slap boxing is because we all know one thing a dude doesn't want to happen to him is he gets slapped, right? So why on fucking earth would somebody play a game where motherfuckers getting slapped multiple times? Everybody know getting slapped just make a motherfucking angrier, G. Like, come on now. But like, bruh, like, okay, but here's one thing I'm curious on, right?
Yeah.
All right. What's the one thing that you want people to feel when they hear this podcast today as you talk about yourself? What
To be honest, just feel however you want to. On good.
like? Do you want what I mean by that is like, do you want people to hear this today and to feel like that they, you know,
taking something, I guess, like mainly just taking in some type of like new self, like just get a new type of energy from this. Do your own shit. Do what you gotta do.
Okay.
But don't compare. We was comparing earlier how niggas be in the game and all this. How people got a farther route than you. Got a car they probably driving. They got their IDs, this, that. No matter how far that they have gotten in life, that don't mean you can't get up there either. But not exactly to the extent, but to your very own.
Okay. I fuck with that answer. Okay. All right. So here's my next thing that I want to ask you, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me think. You know what? How about this? What would you want to leave behind when you're gone?
When I'm gone, bro, what do I really have to offer too much, to be honest?
I mean, you was mentioning how you make music, right?
I do make music.
Wouldn't you feel
just
like
make some? I mean, I feel like I might have achieved something once I get to a certain goal. Cause right now, 1.2K.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I could do better than that leaving this fucking earth, G.
Oh, obviously, 100%. I be like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I be feeling the same way. I grow my YouTube, then I kind of lose the feeling to want to like post stuff, and then like I'll lose maybe a sub or two. I'll post again. I gain the 1 or 2 subscribers back I lost, and then it's like,
damn.
you know what I'm saying? It's an up and down type thing. It's like, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Like they gambling with your shit a little bit.
Yeah. It's all about the algorithm for real. Like when you make these type of like videos, whether you're making a podcast or just a simple YouTube video, you want to try to make sure that the algorithm pushes you so more people can listen, so you have a wider audience. Sometimes
And start self-promoting yourself too, bro.
yeah. Well, see, here's the thing with the self-promote. Like you can self-promote, but you ever notice like it be people who do shit and then like
You can have other people start self-promoting your stuff as well.
I see what you're saying.
It works, bro. Like how
No,
your friends
yeah,
self-promote,
of course.
boom, it'll go to their family. Boom.
Oh no, of course, yeah, obviously that works all the time. Having people promote stuff
And then
for
just
you.
be like, yo, my homeboy, he got other friends. Spread the word, G. Come on.
Hey, no, I agree. I used to do stuff like that when I first started my YouTube channel. It was everywhere. I'm talking about like everywhere. That's why I was so blue about Twitter, literally removing my account for no reason, because I was getting a lot of traction by posting to my Twitter. I had a wide variety of people that would like actually look at my Twitter. Like I'd post something, it'll say hella views on Twitter.
It depends what you go on, bro. Y'all gotta find the right platforms.
Exactly. Now, all right, the last question I'd like to ask you here today
Yo.
is, when is the last time that you felt really seen?
Like, you mean like directly as a person?
Like,
Type shit.
whichever way you want to take it.
I'm thinking being seen as a person, bro. Like, I don't know.
What you mean?
I keep re-ask the question, bro. Let me actually
When's
think
the
this
last
shit out.
time you felt really seen? What I mean is like,
Really seen, like, I don't know. There hasn't really been a time at all, bro. Like,
where you felt really seen for real?
yeah, like directly. Like, I feel like there's probably been moments, but like I haven't really felt all that way. It's like I'm in between with shit, bro.
I get what
like,
you're saying.
I'm at a numbing point, so I don't know.
I get what you're saying. So for me, what I'm really like asking is, what I'm basically thinking of is like, like when was the last time you felt somebody congratulated you or somebody appreciated something that you did? You know what I mean?
Niggas do not be appreciative, bro.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, man, you appreciate yourself, correct?
Of course.
So
I still keep up with my journey, trying to do what I do, and I hope y'all doing exactly what y'all supposed to do.
I feel like that a lot of times, when it comes to being seen, I have the mindset where it's like, I don't really care what the next person sees as long as I know what I see.
I mean, true.
Yeah. Like, honestly, I feel like you gotta, instead of worrying about how the next person see you, you gotta worry about how you view yourself.
I just be numb on shit for real. Like, I don't care.
Exactly.
Like, that's what I mean. I just be.
I feel like
I don't give a fuck. So
no, I know exactly what you mean.
If they don't give a fuck, why should I care? It's kind of like saying if somebody else is crying, why the fuck should I cry? Like, on some real shit.
I agree with you. I agree with you. All right, guys. So that's gonna be the end of episode 1 of Evil and Blunt podcast.
Yeah.
That's a wrap. You've been chilling with Dre on Evil and Blunt. Stay up, stay real, and stay blunt. Catch you next episode. If you guys want to keep up with anybody on here, you can follow the socials. My name is Dre, but you guys can follow me on YouTube at Evil Eye Dre, or you guys can follow me on Facebook or on potentially Snapchat at Damn You Dre. And if you guys would like to follow Quentin earlier, aka Lil Gleek.
Yes, sir, Lil Gleek. Just Lil Gleek on SoundCloud. Y'all already know. I'm probably gonna start posting on Spotify and shit. I ain't finna do my Insta, none of that shit. But like SoundCloud, yeah, that's all I'll give it to you.
Alright, man. Well, like I said earlier, you've been chilling with Dre on Evil and Blunt. Stay up, stay real, and stay blunt. Catch you next episode.